My tennis coach, Jason Everett.
Mr. Shaw.
Miss Arrambide.
Chuck Bell. Missy Head.
Bobby Henry.
AJ Perea.
My 6th grade teacher, Mr. Harvey.
Mrs. Maxwell.
Mr. Gibo was my high school art teacher.
Mr. Dooley, he was my band teacher.
My 1st grade teacher, Mrs. Bridges.
My 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Albright.
My high school basketball coach, Kelly Vaughn.
Coach Flanagan.
Dale Hall.
Gary Arbino.
My 3rd grade teacher, Miss Gamble.
I actually saw him reading his Bible before a tennis tournament one time, and it kind of clicked with me where I knew that he was a believer, and it kind of made sense as to why he had so much peace about him.
I was not very good at math, and he never gave up on me. He never told me that I wasn't gonna get it. He always knew that eventually I would.
I did not know how to read, and she pushed me. You know, she just kept working with me. Like after school, she would be there, you know, helping me out. And because of her, I learned how to read.
When I was a senior in high school, Missy Head and her husband David did everything they needed to do to make it available for me to live with them.
Every Tuesday morning, I knew I'd get a phone call from Bobby Henry. He'd go, "Hey, hero." It was like, oh yeah.
With tears in his eyes say that, I'm so proud of you for not giving up, for not quitting.
It was helpful to have somebody not only tell me the things that I was good at and compliment me, but also tell me the truth in a way that I needed to hear it.
He really encouraged me to push the limits with art and push into this creative output that he saw in me that I think I had, but he really pulled it out of me.
My parents, who are awesome parents, forgot my 10th birthday, but Mrs. Albright did not. From the moment I walked in, she said happy birthday, and she acknowledged it in the class saying happy birthday to me.
He taught me what it looked like to walk with Christ. He was so impactful, actually. Then we invited him to come, and he married my husband and myself because he introduced us. He was woven in my life for years.
She pushed our team really hard, and there were days when we did not like her, but at the end of it, I think she taught us good teamwork and work ethic and just not to give up even whenever things were hard.
He was very intentional with me, and it wasn't a Sunday, Wednesday kind of thing. It wasn't just when we met here. It was like outside of youth, he'd be texting me. It was an all, every day, all week kind of thing.
I just remember walking into her classroom every day, and she would call us by name, and she would just tell us how excited she was that we were here.
He helped me really fall in love with the Bible and what the Bible has to say as a whole, as a big story.
Grew up in a single-parent home with no dad ever, and so he might have been the first man that actually ever paid attention and made me feel like I had something to offer. I literally cried like a baby in the classroom at the end of 6th grade. I still, at this age, think about him all the time.
Teaching is such a high calling. It's an honorable profession.
Teachers are thrown into the greatest mission field we have in the United States, if not the world.
Teachers are really on the front line of interacting with students.
What they do day in and day out is ministry. It is a calling.
I want the teachers of our city to know that you are cared for. What you do matters.
What you do day in and day out matters.
What you do changes lives.
You make us better.
Your job is tough.
I hope you know that we have your back.
I know sometimes you feel overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated.
Your time and your sacrifice is not in vain. You do make a difference.
What you do is a beautiful picture of Jesus Christ. You sacrifice time. You sacrifice money. You sacrifice time with your family, and you lay down your lives and sacrifice for our children and for our families. And so for that, I'd say thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service to the community and to the next generation.